What is going on, guys? Welcome to your 85th Java tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys about something called JColorChooser. Now we're going to be building a program to make a box pop up and allow the user to pick their own colors, and we're going to set this color equal to a variable and just going to be doing some cool stuff with it. But this is a really useful application and we're going to be using this a lot from now on, so it's going to be good. So what we're going to have pretty much on the screen is a button, and when they click the button they're going to be able to choose their color. So let's go ahead and make a private variable for JButton, and now just name it B for button since I'm lazy. And next we need a color variable, so private color, let's just name it color variable named color, and we'll set it equal to the constant white. If I can type, it takes a little bit, but I'll get there eventually. So now we have this color variable set to white, and the last thing we need is pretty much a panel. So private JPanel and panel, we'll just name it that for simplicity. So we have three variables, so let's start doing some stuff with it. The first thing we're going to need to do is build our constructor. So name it public peach or whatever your class is, and it doesn't take any parameters because it's constructor, no parameters. Now let's go ahead and add a title, and I'm going to name the title. I cannot type today, I apologize for that, although I'm not really sorry. Suckers. And now that we have a title, let's go ahead and make our panel. So take that panel variable you just made and set it equal to new JPanel. And again, this doesn't take any parameters either. So now we have a panel on the screen pretty much. Well, we didn't add it yet, but we got it. And next on our panel, we want to set the background, and this is pretty much the background of our window, our panel. So next we need to set a background color for it. So set back, bam, look at that, too easy, didn't have to type anything. Next we want to set the background color, and we're just going to set it equal to color. And what this means is we're going to set the background equal to white, since our color had the value of color.white. So now we pretty much got our panel chilling on our screen. So now let's go ahead and add our button to the screen. So B equals new J button. Doesn't take, oh no, let's go ahead and for the text on our button, let's just put choose a color, because when they click the button they're going to need to choose a color. So now we can add some functionality to this. So B dot add action listener right there, and as our arguments we're just going to add an anonymous inner class, and let's go ahead and just put something like new action. I wish there was a way they didn't have to do this every time. New action listener, and again this action listener must implement method action performed, and then after this we'll finally get to the good stuff. So public void action performed. We did this enough, hopefully. Action event, and now let's get to the meat of this tutorial finally. So whenever we click this button, what do we want to happen? Well, the first thing we want to do is we want to change that color variable, but instead of changing it to this just like a regular constant or something, we're going to let the user decide what they want to change it to. So we need to put something called JColorChooser, and what this allows is the user to choose their color. So just put show dialog right there, and this dialog takes three parameters. The first parameter is the position, so just put null, and if you put null it's going to appear in the center of your screen. The second parameter is when you click this button, a new box is going to pop up. So what do you want the title of that color chooser to be? Just put pick your color. And the last parameter is the initial color that's selected, and you'll see it's hard to explain right now because you can't see the box, but just go ahead and put color right here. So whatever the color was set as before, then that's what we want to have. So let's go ahead and change that, and let me move this over just like that, and now we're good to go. But the one thing we have to watch out for is if they don't choose a color at all. So if we give them the option to choose a bunch of colors and they don't choose anything, we're gonna write alright. If the color that they choose is equal to nothing, and this is going to happen if they either hit X or cancel. What do we want to do? Well, we just want to take that color and set it equal to whatever color it was before, or let's just go ahead and set it equal to white. So if they don't choose anything, then they got white, so that's your fault. If you didn't choose anything, you're getting white. And last but not least, we need to change the color of our background. So again, the background is pretty much the panel, and set background just like that. And what do we want to change it to? Whatever color they chose. So now outside our action listener, let's go ahead and add everything to the screen panel. And I know I guys didn't teach you guys about border layout, but border layout dot center, this means the panel is gonna appear in the center of the screen. Next, let's add our button, and that was named B, and border layout, and let's just make this appear in south. This means the button appears at the bottom of the screen. Set, see, you're getting like 2 tutorials for one in here. Set size of the window, that's 425 by 150, and once I run this program, you guys are gonna see what's going on. Set visible, and we're just going to set this to true so it appears. Now let's run this so I can actually explain it a lot better. And again, don't forget to call your object and set default close operation. Set OK. Now we have this program that says the title, choose a color. Again, this box is white by default. So now if I go to my code right here, we're going to go ahead and press choose a color. Now this is going to pop up. So we go ahead and choose a color like blue or something and press OK, and now our background has turned blue. And if we click it again, choose a color, change it to yellow, and click OK, now our background goes to yellow. And last but not least, if you choose it and hit something like X or cancel, it's white by default. So let me go ahead and I'll explain this if I can get my code to set up right there. What this pretty much means, you know what all this means. Let's get to the good stuff. We change that color variable according to whatever they wanted to change it to. And again, we use that using JColorChooser show dialog. This is positioning, this is the title of that window right here. And again, pick your color. See that title, pick your color right there. And someone's calling me. I'm not going to answer it. And then this color is when you choose a color, it's what's selected by default. So if you click red, okay, when you do it again, pink's gonna be, or red's gonna be selected by default. And next, what this pretty much does is whenever you pick a color, it's gonna store that value in the return value for color. So if you chose black, now this color is gonna be set to the color black. And so that's pretty much what that does, JColorChooser. So then you tested if they hit X or cancel pretty much, if they didn't select any color. If they didn't, give them white. But if they did, then we want to set that background equal to the color that they chose, since that color variable will now equal whatever value was returned. And then we pretty much just added to the panel in the center of the screen, right here, we added the button to the bottom. We made the size of our window, we set as visible so you could see it, and then we called it. So that's your real quick tutorial on how to use JColorChooser. In essence, whatever you pick right here is going to be stored in this variable. Bam. That's all you need to know. So thank you guys for watching. We're going to be using this in our couple tutorials from now on, so make sure you learn it. And again, one more time, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.